Hey YouTuber, so it's a new day. It's Wednesday, March 22nd. As you guys see from the title of this video, it is going to be about my binge eating disorder story, I guess. I never like called it a disorder because that just really makes me feel like something's wrong with me, but I do have issues. So yeah, there is something wrong with me and I definitely need help. I'm gonna see if I can talk to like a psychologist, possibly a dietitian. The thing is, a dietitian on base, I've seen him a couple of times, and when I talk to him about stuff, like, he's just like, oh yeah, you're sweet, you seem to be doing fine, da, da, da. But it's just like, I'm obviously not, which is why I keep coming back to you. So I just feel like it's not really much progress there, so maybe I have to go off base and pay for that or something. I have no idea. But I think it all started, so when I was a kid, even in elementary school, I was definitely more of a fan of like pizzas, pastas, fried or cheesy things. I always went for burgers, pizza, spaghetti, mozzarella sticks, all that, you know, super good stuff. And my appetite was just always big. I felt like little bags of chips we got in elementary school are not the same bags of chips that we would get. Like if you got Doritos, there's like 10 to 15 chips in there, but as a kid there's like literally like 5 chips in there, and I would look at it and I'd be like, are they serious? So I don't know if that was my problem in the first place. I just had a big appetite just as a person in general. I was always super active, so I did track and field in elementary school. Junior high, I did cross country, track, and soccer. I was not good at cross country. I was super slow. I was always like one of the last ones to finish. My mile and a half time was like 13 minutes flat, I believe. And nowadays, like my best time is like 13:40 or so. So not much has changed. I still suck at running. I don't know if it has to do with like how my body is. I just naturally am not a good runner. I am good at sprinting, but when it comes to long distance running, I feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack, like no joke, or like I'm gonna have asthma or something. I don't know what it is, but like people like look at me when I'm breathing, when I'm running, and they're like, are you okay? And I'm like, does like not everyone breathe this way when they run? Like it just is super hard for me. And I've had someone go over my form for running, and I'm like doing everything that he's saying, but my running still isn't getting better. But I did it for like 3 years in school, and I still sucked at running. So I think it's just I'm naturally not a good runner. But for track and field, like I said, I was really good at sprinting, so I stuck with that. And then I did soccer, and I was decent with that. I was better at defense than I was with offense, that's for sure. Like I would mark up on somebody and they would be annoyed by how much I'm on their tail. But I got into high school, and then I did multiple things. I was in orchestra. I was in orchestra since like 4th grade, but I was in orchestra all the way up until my senior year. And I did volleyball for 1 year. I did badminton for 1 year, and then the last 2 years I did hip hop club. And then like once I started doing hip hop club in junior high, I noticed the weight gain because I wasn't running as much and I wasn't as active. Because like you're dancing, yeah, you can still, you know, be active and everything, but it's not like running 6 miles a day, you know, it's totally different. I noticed the weight gain, but the thing is, in junior high and high school, in the, you know, lunch lines, I'd always go for the pizza line. Like that was my thing. If they didn't have pizza, I would get a burger. There's really like no in between. I never got subs or salads. Like that was not in my vocabulary. Eating a salad would be a joke. I definitely had a hearty appetite. I would get pizza, fries, like stuff like that, or like burgers and more bread or spaghetti, whatever it is. Like it was a reoccurring thing of what things I loved. I'm not a person that will force myself to eat something that I don't like, and I definitely didn't like trying new things because I was so picky as a kid. I still am today. Can't really control it. I don't like nuts. There's a lot of healthy fats that I don't like. I don't like avocado. I don't like potatoes. Like unless it's cut up and baked or like fried or whatever, then I'm cool. But if it's like an actual baked potato, I can't eat it. It's the consistency or the texture of things that bothers me, unfortunately. Like, I do not want to be picky, but that's just how I am. So once in high school, I think it was like freshman or sophomore year, I turned 16 and I got my first car. And the first thing I did was go to McDonald's, and then it was just an unhealthy habit from there. Since I was such a picky person, and my mom made things, like, she wanted to make things healthy and stuff for us, and she always wanted to try new things. But yeah, my mom would make stuff, and half the time, you know, I liked it, and other times I didn't. Of course, I was the only one in the family that didn't like it, so she was just like, well, whatever, you're just gonna sit there and eat it. And then I would just sit there and not eat it, because like I said, I didn't force myself to eat things that I didn't like. So once I was able to like sneak off and drive off and get food that I liked, I would get off of work or get off from school and then go straight to McDonald's. Like, that was my place for the longest time. Eventually I got into In-N-Out and also Burger King, and literally all three of these places, these people knew my order from heart. That's how often I came there. Sometimes I came there twice a day, which was really bad. When I went to McDonald's, the thing I always got was 2 McDoubles and a medium fry, or I would get a Big Mac and a medium fry every now and then. Burger King, what I always got was a Whopper, medium fry, and a drink. And then at In-N-Out, I would get a 3x3, which is 3 patties and fries and a root beer. With McDonald's, it was really, really dangerous because they had monopoly, and if y'all know, y'all want to get free stuff. That was my motivation right there. When they had little stickers on there, you peel them off. Sometimes they're game pieces, other times it's free medium fry. So I would literally go there, order something, get a free medium fry, and then go back the next day and get the fries or whatever. And it would just be a constant thing when it was that time or the season for Monopoly. So it was very, very dangerous for me. I didn't really see a problem with it. I'm sure every now and then my mom would say something about it, like, oh, you need to like eat better, yada yada. But I was just like, hey, I'm still doing well in sports. Like, I don't really see why I need to focus on it. I'm not old yet. I don't have diabetes. Like, I'm good. I'm in really good health. So I just blew it off. But since she was getting on me about being healthy, I ate in secret. And that's when I feel like really the binge eating went more like downhill, because I was obviously embarrassed. So I would hide it. I would hurry up and go over there, eat my food. I always ate really quickly. My grandma used to always comment like, you need to chew your food before you swallow. And I'm like, I do. I just chew it a lot faster than everybody else. I always finish my food faster than my friends, my family, like literally everybody. I ate like a football player. I would go to the movies, get mozzarella sticks, get a large like tub, not like just like a regular large. It was like the largest one you can get. Finish the entire thing, put loads of that fake butter on there, and then also finish a Coke Icy. And I get like the small, but it's still like 32 ounces or whatever. And I finished, like, demolish all of that. And then 2 hours later, I would get a burger and fries. I was still hungry. Like, I just have a hearty appetite. It's definitely a struggle, but yeah. And so when I got into college and wasn't as active, I noticed more of the weight gain. I was just like, what the heck is going on? Then I had to evaluate, like, I've never been eating healthy. And I definitely had to make a change. I had to get a gym membership so I can be, you know, more active and everything. It took me a little while to fall in love with the gym. Definitely did not hit up the cardio machines. I was not one of those chicks. I was like, hey, weights are freaking the thing, so I want to do that. Plus, it's not as taxing. Like, I don't feel like I'm having a heart attack when I'm on the treadmill. Try that up a couple times. My shins hurt when I'm on the treadmill. Same thing to this day. So I have to do walking on an incline for that, or skipping or something on there, or use the elliptical, or just go outside, use a track. That's like my favorite thing to do, especially when you do sprints, since I'm a sprinter and not a long distance runner. But yeah, so the binge eating in secret was definitely deadly for me. And even though I'm really into fitness and everyone looks at me like, wow, you look great, yeah, I do look great because I train really hard. I train like 2 hours a day, like 4 to 5 days a week. I do cardio like once or twice a week, to be honest. But yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what works best for me. And just my cravings, when it's the time of the month, is the worst. It's always like a week or two before I get on that I'm like, hey, I'm gonna get back into healthy eating. And then my hormones kick in. And then freaking Bloody Mary over here, my period, is just like, oh, you want to eat healthy? Well, I'm going to throw all these freaking cravings at you and you're going to feel like you're going insane. Like, I literally feel like I'm going insane because, like, sometimes I'm crying because I'm like, I want to eat healthy, but there's just something inside of me that wants 2 grilled cheese sandwiches and 2 medium fries instead. Like, it's still a struggle and it's so frustrating. And I already have more of an appetite than other people do, so it's hard for them to relate to me and be like, oh, we'll just eat a salad instead. I had a salad first and I'm still hungry and now I want something salty, and then once I have something salty, I want something sweet, or it'll be vice versa. It happens all the time. So that's something I've been dealing with for a very, very long time, and I hope to conquer it sometime soon because I don't want anybody to go through this. This is really tough. I'm sure it has to do with partly, the chemicals that, the government or whoever is putting into this food that's making you feel this way and making you crave this stuff. Because if you eat chicken, broccoli, or rice, you don't crave it. There's not any chemicals in it that's making you crave this stuff or affecting your serotonin levels and all that stuff. So there's definitely something in it. I just need to figure out what exactly to do to fix it. But like I said, I'm gonna try to see somebody or multiple people to get over this, because I understand it's a problem. I understand I need to fix it, because I don't want to be dealing with this 20 years, even 10 years from now, or just even worse, I'm gonna be dealing with more problems because I didn't nip it in the bud earlier, like having diabetes or having a heart attack. Something I'm afraid of. And people say, young people don't get heart attacks, but there will come a day when someone's gonna be like 25 years old is gonna have a heart attack. And I'm also worried about, you guys, if you guys are going through some type of eating disorder, whether it be binge eating or whatever it is, like, it's a struggle, but you need to get help. Like, you cannot do this on your own. You have to tell somebody, you have to get it, advice from someone professional, because this is legit. I just take it day by day and appreciate, the wins that I do have, and then learn from my losses. Today I did go out and get McDonald's. I was very conscious of what I had, though. I didn't pick up something and then go back and get more. I'm still hungry from it, even though I ate it 30 minutes or so ago. But I'm gonna try to eat a salad and drink a lot of water, because that's also another thing why you overeat sometimes, because you don't drink water first. And I know a lot of people, including me, don't like drinking plain water. I'm definitely a juice person. I've been that way since I was a kid. I struggled with dehydration. I would throw up and pass out, even in elementary school. And I still deal with it today. You'd be like, you think you'll learn a lesson by now? But I just severely hate drinking plain water sometimes. It depends. It even goes into what type of cap is on the water bottle in order for me to enjoy it. If I have the sippy cup kind of cap, I enjoy drinking water for some reason that way. And some people like having mint or cucumber or lemon or strawberries or something in their water in order for them to enjoy it. Or they have to have a water enhancer like Mio or something like that. Whatever works, you need to get it in. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It'll affect your body, it'll affect your liver, it'll affect just your functions in general, your mood, just all that stuff. Definitely your hunger. So definitely drink more water, and focus on eating more whole foods, obviously, instead of going out and getting things. If you want something bad enough, you got to make it yourself. But I ate so well for breakfast. It always starts off well, and then it ends freaking big explosion. But yeah, I hope that we can get through this together. If you guys are struggling as well, please leave a comment down below and let me know I am not alone. I know I'm not, but it's still great to hear from you guys. But I would let you guys know in a month or so if I talk to somebody about this problem and see if I can find a solution. I know there's treatment centers and stuff like that, but I can't really do that. I'm in the Air Force. Like, I have a job to do, unfortunately. I have training and stuff I need to get done, and I'm also always really stressed out because there's so many things that are on my plate. Yes, it's my fault that I put so much on there, but I don't think I can function without having a lot on my plate, honestly. I've just always wanted to be a busy person. I always was outside of the house more than I was inside the house, like as a kid, as a teenager. Yeah, but that's pretty much all that I have for you guys. But there's definitely help out there, so seek help and ask somebody for it, because like we cannot do this alone. If you guys haven't checked out my Instagram, it is linked below, but it is Sierra S. White. But yeah, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and show your support, because I am trying to grow this YouTube channel because I want this to actually be my job. I want to be a social media influencer. And then if you find this helpful, you want, someone else needs to hear this message, then share the video as well. But I will see you guys later on and then give you an update about just my life. So I will see you guys later. I give in to the lesser fight.